This does not sound like a nerf. This sounds like they buffed him, bruh. They buffed him. Oh, fuck. I'm about to get out the stream, man. I'm gonna have to go away. I'm gonna have to go away for a second. Daisuke knows what the hell he's doing, man. Daisuke knows what he's doing, man. Come on, man. This ain't no mistake. This ain't no goddamn mistake what he did here. All right, guys, we have a new video. I have to make this right now. I was in the middle of playing sets online, and somebody in my chat, homeboy Tyrone, hooked me up and said, "Yo, have you seen the patch notes yet?" I ran straight over here. We have patch notes. We have patch notes version 1.09 for Guilty Gear Strive. Let's get into this and see what we got. So let's get into it. Reduce input delay on the PS4 and PS5 versions. That's kind of big. That's been a big problem from people going to play offline events, playing on even online events, playing on Evo. They had to play, a lot of PC players had to play on console, and now they see that, oh, there's this big input delay, and a lot of people tested it, and it's very true. There's an obvious preference, I would say, for the PC version as far as input delay. But looks like they updated it. They reduced it by how much? I'm gonna let all those people out there find out, and I'll cover it here whenever it comes out, how much they've actually delayed it. While this update does not apply to the standard PS4 version, we are looking into addressing this in the future. Probably not. It seems like it takes a lot of work to get that old version back up. Network mode, fix an issue where the counter section action option would be displayed incorrectly after matching in training mode with the training environment set to reflect the prior match. Okay. Fix the error. These are a lot of bug fixes. Usually these are supposed to be at the bottom. Okay, let's go to battle. Let's turn this music down a little bit too. About there. All right. Fix an issue where the effect would not display properly when a counter hit and wall break happened. Okay, I know about all those. Screw all that. I'm not gonna read all that stuff. Major confirmed issue. Okay, network features are completely inaccessible under certain play environments. We are continuing to look into and address this issue. Any players experiencing the issue, please contact customer. Whatever. Let's go. Wait, I can just click them and find out? No, I'm finna go through them, bro. Did they hit this motherfucker? Tell me they hit him. Tell me they hit him hard. I want to know. Tell me they hit so hard with the nerf. Get that whole nerf hammer. Let's see. Balance intentions. Change focus on differentiating Change focus on differentiating the properties. I'm dyslexic today. Properties of his normals as well as the situations after his special moves are blocked. The hitbox of, is that supposed to be slash, just regular slash, has been decreased on the top and bottom, making it more likely to lose to low profile moves. And plus P, or just P, attacks. Crouching S, which was not used very frequently, has been buffed. No, you can't do this. You can't do this to me. Has been buffed and now serves a different use from the other normals at mid-range. That word, this whole section, let me point to it. This whole section right here, none of this should have the word buff if it has fucking Saul in it. Nothing. We added some knockback to his far standing S. Okay, good. The core of his close range game. Although the change is minimal when blocked normally, it has major impact when blocked with faultless defense. Okay. The knockback on his crouching K has been increased. Okay, good. Making it easier to combo, or not good, sorry. Making it easier to combo into sweep D and other moves. Okay. They what the hell do they do? What do they do here? The S version of Volcanic Viper has had its active time extended, making it more viable as an anti-air attack. What the fuck? This does not sound like a nerf. This sounds like they buffed him, bruh. They buffed him. Oh, fuck. I'm about to get out the stream, man. I'm gonna have to go away. I'm gonna have to go away for a second. Daisuke knows what the hell he's doing, man. Daisuke knows what he's doing, man. Come on, man. This ain't no mistake. This ain't no goddamn mistake what he did here. After blocking Bandit Bringer, it was difficult for both the player and their opponent to predict what would happen. It is now easier to put distance between Soul, okay, and the opponent after it has been blocked, and the situation is less likely to be impacted by startup time of the opponent's close range options. Although Wild Throw is distinguished by its invisibility to throws, it was used less frequently than Soul Standard Throw. It is now possible to follow up with a Roman Cancel when it lands. What the fuck? Dude! No way. The change to Heavy Mouth Cemetery command is to avoid issues when inputting Tyrant Rave. Reduce knockback on crouching K. Increase knockback, increase the standard damage scaling on far standing S. Wait, increase the standard damage scaling? All right. I read all that in bigger form. Let's go down to Kai. What did Kai get? What did it say? Kai took that out of the game. What did it say? That we felt like Kai, we felt like the participation of Kai was negatively impacting the game as a whole, the game health. So we just talking about the game completely. It's only soul now. Different colors of soul. It's easier for both hits of Stun Dipper to connect from long range now. This means that it's more viable to get damage from his pokes at mid range. Compared to crouching S, his far standing S has had few distinct advantages. It is now easier to use as a way to approach the opponent from long range. By choosing the right time to use this move, or to use crouching S to stop the opponent's approach, Kai is now capable of strong, grounded neutral game while taking limited risk. I've faced some guys who were damn fine at grounded neutral game. Yeah, man, he's getting some good stuff. Dragon Saw now increases attention gauge after a set period of time, as other overdrives do, as it greatly increases Kai's average damage output after activation. We had intended it to be a valuable option, but it resulted in the move being underpowered and not used very frequently. Yeah, no one uses that. This caused us to reevaluate it, including buffs to the activation. The change to Ride the Lightning's command is to avoid issues with accidental inputs. What did they change? Did they change how the move's done? Because I don't see Ride the Lightning. Kai is low tier. Nah, bro. Kai's been whooping ass over there in Asia, and he's gonna come whoop more ass over here in NA now. As her standing S had much shorter range than her S attack, despite having a lot of recovery. We reduced the recovery. We have also reduced the lower hitbox and hurtbox of her standing far standing S, and reduced the active time of her crouching S. It is now more vital to choose which of her normals used for a given situation. Overhead kiss could only be followed up in the corner. However, it can now be followed up on mid-screen. Dude, what the fuck? All right. It was hard for Axel to get significant returns from his standing P and crouching P from mid-range, despite the risk of them losing out to opponent's attack. They can now combo in the... Wait a minute. Oh, shit. I like that. It is now easier to use one vision in combos, as the ready stance can be canceled into from special combos. It is now easier to make use of in situations where Roman cancel could not lead to big follow-up, such as from long range, or when moving during the time stop when making an opportunity for a wall break combo. Let's go. Sped up the attack startup. Wait a minute. That wasn't it. See, this is different. Can combo in the snail from ground. Okay, I know that part. They sped up snail. Yeah, bruh. Let's do it. Yes. You know what? I'm feeling good. Let's do this. Or maybe not. Hold on. One more time. Let's do it again. I'm feeling good. That's good shit right there. Bro, that's the one thing. Not one thing. Well, one vision in Snail. My bro, if Snail wasn't so fucking risky, if Snail wasn't so unsafe, I'd be fucking him up. Now it's faster. You're not gonna be able to avoid it. It was already kind of tricky being slow, because you would kind of hop into it on that slow startup and get caught. Now that it's fast, I can anti-air with that. As there is too much of a difference in facing opponents who could anti-air his... Wait. It is now easy for anti-airs to hit him during descent. On the other hand, he is now left in a more advantageous position on hit or block, with less distance between him and the opponent. Chip can now continue his offense after making contact with his move. The lower part of the hitbox of his far standing S has been reduced, okay, making it more likely to lose to low profile moves and plus P attacks. However, his crouching S can now be used as a better means to approach the opponent with an extended range when used after dash. That's good. That's actually pretty good. This makes it risky for the opponent to throw out moves in neutral against him. That's actually pretty big. His crouching S getting a bigger extended range is pretty cool. Adjusted the attack's range and increased the lower hurt box as well as the behind and in front of Chip. Reduced knockback. I'm glad, dude. That fucking that arrow K, fucking K or jump K, hated it. I hated that move with a passion. I'm glad I got touched. Everything else seems okay. We have greatly increased the merit of making. What is that? Is that my music? Oh, my music turned up in my headphones. Sorry about that. We have greatly increased the merit of making the opponent block Heat Knuckle. It is now more difficult for the opponent to punish Potemkin when the opponent blocks the latter half of the active frames of forward to, is it forward plus K? I don't know what that notation means. This makes it viable as a method of approaching the opponent from mid-range. Landing recovery. Fix an issue where the hurt box around Potemkin's feet would disappear on landing. Reduce recovery. Heat knuckle made it easier. Okay. I have to see these really, because I'm not big on what all his moves used to do. Because I was so far back, I didn't really know what the hell that was about. Bone crushing excitement, cause wall break on hit in the corner now. This benefits Faust's extra damage output and tension gauge gain. It is now easier for Faust to prevent the opponent's approach using his improved standing HS. This greatly increases his pressure at mid-range when combined with the increase to his crouching HS hitbox and the faster startup on his aerial. Oh, fuck. Making Faust any better than he is to me, I can't take him, bro. I cannot take Faust. I don't know what it is. It's a rare matchup for me. And he's, they say Faust is loused, right? But for me, Faust I don't fuck with Faust like that. Sped up the attack start, reduce the hurt box before the attack comes out, adjust the opponent's block back at, oh, jeez, okay. And I'm just still tripping over Axel stuff, and I'm thinking about all that. This is going to be a different game. Friday, this is a different game, Friday. In order to make her grounded attacks more viable, the recovery of her standing S has been reduced, and her special moves that can be canceled into from normals have been buffed. The S version of Tandem Top can now be used in combos off of hit confirms. She can now go on offense with less risk due to being able to link some normals into less shaker at close range and continuous block string. Oh boy. Reduce recovery. Tandem Top S version, increase movement speed of the hitbox, fix a bug that caused unnatural behavior in class, sped up the attack startup. Damn. Okay. I have to talk to the millions out there, see if they need. Everybody got touched though. They didn't leave anybody out. Oh, I gotta see this. They touched everybody. They didn't leave. They didn't leave anybody out. We mainly improved his options when he cannot summon Eddie. His standing HS has been significantly buffed, making it a strong choice to prevent the opponent's approach. Plus P or P now blows the opponent back on regular hit, making it more reliable as a choice to take control from the opponent. It can also now combo into standing P at close range. Yeah, they didn't hit nobody hard with that nerf stick, bro. It's all buffs. You get a buff, you get a buff. That's gonna be my thumbnail. It's gonna be Oprah, but don't put Daisuke's face over her. And you see, you get a buff. Why not? While Eddie is summoned, fix a bug where Eddie could take other actions midair during leap. However, the ability to do this using Sun Void or Roman Cancel remains. So this is an intentional part of his strategy. Increase the attack's active time. They just give him more options for when he doesn't have Eddie. That's all that really is. And I'm not too concerned about that. That's more of a learning thing than anything. This Zato in general is more about learning him. He wasn't doing anything completely broken or unbroken. He wasn't broken in a bad way or a good way. He was just Zato. And now he has more options. What they do to her. Ramlethal Valentine. By increasing the forward movement of Daro, is that a sword throw? It can now be used in mid-screen combos more easily. Aggressor Ordano can now lead to knockdown against grounded opponents on hit. Greatly increasing, spelling here, the benefit of landing a hit with it. On the other hand, it is now easier for her aerial HS to lose to anti-air attacks. Yes. Yes. Boy, yes. Oh, Dar's a dash. Okay. Is it? I mean, the Rekka? This shit crazy. Okay. I'm glad that she can lose more to that HSBS because it was hard to take that. Players now need to consider when to use her various area options. Good. Increase forward movement. Floats the opponent on ground to hit only when both swords are equipped. Okay. Increase his options during Barhendril stance. Okay. I know what that move is, but I don't know how to say it. Making it easier to open up the opponent's defenses. The mechanic have also been adjusted so that he will always move towards the opponent when using the dash button, as he would previously sometimes mistakenly move away from the opponent. Yeah, I've seen this might do that before. Forward backward movement during the stance. Leo now moves forward towards the opponent when using the dash button. K during the stance can be dashed or jump canceled. Good for him. Leo needs it. He needs a little bit of help. He's good when you know how to play him, but if you can shut him out, he ain't got a lot of options sometimes, you know. He's a rush down, he's an unga bunga. He can hurt you though. He can really do some damage. Depending on the situation after the first hit of Wazuruki, Wazuriyuki, it would sometimes not go into the rest of the animation. This led to a technique to secure follow-up damage by hitting with the edge of the attack, but also made it disadvantageous when hitting with the back of the attack. We have made it so that this will not occur when the back of the attack hits, and so that it can be followed up with a combo. The follow-up from its far standing S makes it easy to decrease the blood gauge. This capability has been further buffed. Okay. Oh shit. Nagos. I feel for y'all. Like some of these I read, I'm like, okay, good for them, because they weren't not I'm not gonna say, oh, they weren't touching me. But Nago's not a particularly bad matchup for how I play Axel. Leo's not a particularly bad matchup for how I play Axel. Not particularly bad. Geo can be very nasty on me. Giovanna, she can now combo into P for moves such as standing P. What is that? I can't figure out what that is. From moves such as standing P, making combos easier in situations such as punishing the opponent. When the final hit of forward plus HS connects, she is now in a better situation for Okazumi. There is now merit to choosing not to cancel into a special move depending on the situation. Sped up the attack startup, HS final follow-up hit, knocks opponent down on hit. 6P maybe? Is it 6P? Is everything 6P or 6HS? Maybe. Yeah, 6. I think it's 6. Yeah, that is 6. They made his chop faster. No fucking way they did not make Nago's chop faster. His 6P is godlike. His 6P is a big problem. They didn't make that. They didn't do that. I don't hope. You can now mix up opponents blocking at mid-range using Fujin because the motion occurs where the attack is active, before the attack is active. We have reduced the risk of using his far standing S as a poke by reducing the recovery. You can get better damage off of standing HS due to the slight increase from the movement of Fujin. I don't know how to say that. ECI Ogisai has been buffed mainly so that it's easier to cause wall break. Any Andrews out there, tell me if that's better for you. Are you happy about that? Let me know. I already read that. Reduce recovery. All right. Increase the attack's active time. Extend the hitbox. And this middle part, that's basically the same thing. Made it possible to cancel into various follow-up attacks even when whiffed. They didn't add that. The motion begins before the attack is active. Ino, the movement of her ground and aerial hover dash has been buffed. Shit. Expanding her options for both Okazumi and neutral. She needed it though. Anything they do for her, I think they needed it. She needed it. And changes to her normals such as standing HS and the HS version of Strike the Big Tree create additional opportunities for combos and increase her pressure at close range. Ultimate Fortissimo has been buffed mainly so that it's easier to cause wall break. Okay, that's fine. Increase the movement speed and distance. She needed that. She did. Sped up the attack startup. Let's see what it did for Stroke the Big Tree. Reduce knockback. Is that from... What do you mean? Adjusted the hit effect of ground opponents, increasing time. Reduce knockback on connect. When it connects, it takes the knockback. I don't know. We'll have to see what that does. The hit effect of Skyfish. Skyfish is the gun, right? Or is that... Yeah, I think Skyfish is the gun. Will now be buffed depending on the current security level. It provides a major advantage on hit at level 3 in particular. The adjustment to crouching K and 6Ps that we think what it is are minor, but improve their usability. This attack adjusted the landing recovery after the finishing blow hits to match other characters. Crouching K reduced knockback. 6P sped up the attack startup. The hit effect, Skyfish, the hit effect now changes depending on the security level. Now the system fix a bug where wall break will not occur. This is another bug fix. Okay, we'll post further I'm all frazzled. We will post further updates regarding future game updates and their contents on the official website and Twitter account. We ask for your continuous support for Guilty Gear Strive. Well, those are some patch notes. We were expecting some rolling changes, like he can't do this no more, he can't do that no more, he's stuck now. Nah. They changed them and they buffed them. They didn't really nerf anybody. Everybody got a buff. And they're all, to me, pretty good buffs. I think the two highlights, at least as far as I know the character and the way I face characters and notice things, Ino got the best. She got the best buff to me. That's very good for her. Axel's buff is up there too. Axel's buff is very, very important because that move was basically useless. Like One Vision, you wouldn't use One Vision seriously and try to get some big advantage of it. You would do it if you could. But now it's like, no, I want to do One Vision now. Because it opens up this whole, we went through it in the chat, it opened up a whole list of options now. Especially with the standing P and crouching P, you can now do some cancels. You can snail from them. That's, oh man, that's pretty good. I like that. Chip, that nerf is needed, in my opinion. I don't think anything else he should get nerfed on. I'm glad he didn't. They changed his far standing S, made the low profile. He can lose low profiles a lot more often. So that kind of sucks. But that crouching S having a bigger extended range, I feel like that's pretty good. I've seen a lot of chips open people up starting off with that crouching S. And if it goes further on dash, I think that's what it said. When you use after a dash, I think that would be pretty good. You can really mess somebody up. They're trying to get you and you just kind of dash a little bit and just get that low S on them. I think it'd be nasty. But Tip got hit a little bit with some good things, little adjustments. Faust got some good stuff to help him out. I have to see what this does to me. I don't know about that one. Oh boy, they gave May and Saul some good shit, man. They gave them. Kai needed some help. They helped Kai out. I want to see how the Kai players are responding about that. I don't know too many May players. But let's see, man. Let's see what this brings on. Version 1.09. It's a brand new world. It's Daisuke's world, and we're just living in it. That's all I got to say about that. Catch you guys later. Like, comment, subscribe. We're doing more stuff. We're finna go through a lot of One Vision videos. We're gonna do a version 2 of One Vision and what we can do with it. Coming out probably, I think, a week time. Give me like a week to do it after the patch drops. We'll do some more stuff with that. Learn a bunch with the One Vision stuff. On top of Jacko, we'll do a lot of stuff for her too. But until next time, just remember, it's been real. It's been nice, but it hasn't been real nice. Deuces.